So this is not the normal spot for our tea session, but I figured you guys might be into this. Woohoo! We're back. Okay, this is our first spot. We're gonna have tea. I'm gonna have another video, but this is up high up on my catwalk. Um, this is about, I'd say, like 20 or so feet up. Um, and yeah, we're about 20 feet up. I'm gonna walk out there. We're gonna find maybe sit by the Norfolk Island pine and have our tea session. So let me grab my tea. And then we're gonna have another tea session in the in the actual greenhouse. I'm having our tea out of one of my double walled. Um, and so this is how I prune the greenhouse. So I'm up on this catwalk all the time. It does get a little rocky. If you see me fall to my death, at least it was on a camera. So um, let's see. Let's see how far out we want to go for our tea sesh. Um, I mean, I guess we could just sit in here and have our tea. I kind of want to go a little bit further in, so let me do that first. Let's see, how far in do we want to go? There's some really purple, nice, pretty purple flowers. Um, but maybe we just go over here. Maybe we just sit here for now because it looks like I have to prune the Norfolk Island pine to get through. It's not looking very. It's not looking very good. So let me grab you guys and let me show you what the view is up here. So first off, I'm at the very top of this. I do have foxes on my socks. Um, so here's what it looks like. Ooh, outside, because we're on the roof. And there's my kiln. Up there's usually where we have our tea. And so here's this. Kind of nice. I think this will be better for the tea session, like that. Yeah, it's pretty great. So let me, we're gonna have some vanilla puer. And then I think, oh man, I'm sitting on, oh, it's a nail. Cool. Love that. Thanks, Leonard. Anyway, we're having our vanilla puer. God, Leonard's so hot. Every single time he comes in here. So we're just gonna have a little bit of tea. This is one of my cone six black clay. The inside was supposed to be white, but it turned blue because there's clearly cobalt in the clay body itself. Um, but pretty cool. So this is a Greek myrtle. It has these really beautiful little yellow flowers, but they're out. Under me is a ponderosa lemon. We'll look at them a little clearer in a little bit. And then check out this really beautiful purple flower. Check this thing out. Ooh, don't want to fall up here. Sometimes I forget that I'm up 20 feet. Look at that. How pretty that is. Again, that's a lemon tree. We have camellias. Um, there's the Norfolk Island pine, grapefruits. But do you see this black stuff? It's killing my trees. And I come in here and I scrub it all off. It's a scale from the sooty mold from a scale. It's their poop. Yes, it is kitten. It was the same some from the same firing. This was a double-walled one that didn't have an opening, so I didn't feel on the bottom, so I didn't feel comfortable actually selling it. But yes, these are cat socks, Swa. Your crepe myrtle? Nice, nice. Do you? I can't get it off with a hose. I need to go I hose everything, and then I mix, neem oil and stuff like that and soap, and we have to wash everything off. Mhm. Man, this nail in my butt is tough. Oh, it is like, maybe I'll put this leg down instead. I just don't want you guys to have to watch me die if I fall here. These boards are like 60 years old. Mm. So anyway, this is oh, right on. I'm in Connecticut, so a little bit different climate, eh? But this puer we're drinking is it's like a vanilla puer that Intergalactic Tea has. I sure am. My grandfather built this greenhouse in the 50s. Everybody else was making bomb shelters, and he decided to make a greenhouse that looked like a bomb shelter. So I don't know who Steve McQueen is, but they sound hot, and that's all that matters. Mhm. He was a cool dude. He would rehabilitate owls in here, and so I have a bunch of these pictures of him, um, with, like, little owls on his head and, things like that. There was a great horned owl, and, actually, the access point to getting out onto the catwalk, that's the master bedroom for the 2nd floor. And so it was, he would have this open, and the owls would fly in and land on his head and stuff, and then ki so they could go in and out of the greenhouse if they wanted to and say hi to him, things like that. He seemed like a cool dude. I never got to meet him. Um, that's amazing, Amanda. He seemed like a really nice guy though, or a cool guy. Um, really into plants, really artistic. Sure am, baby. Hi, hi. Well, he sounds hot. Me? Me handsome? Oh my god. Go say compliment me harder. I need to hear more. Yeah, if I can find it, I'm happy to show you guys. I got one of those stupid fucking sorry, excuse my language, but those woolly bugs just dropped into my tea. I'm bummed that it's not pouring rain up here still for you guys because it's plexiglass roof, and so it makes it sound, like, really exciting up here. How old am I? I'm 48. Oh my god, you guys are so hot to me. So good to me. Wait, how do you know I like being a pussy? Yeah, we're grandpa styling this puer. It's, I kind of like my puer grandpa style, I'm not gonna lie. Extra steeped, extra rough, extra tough. Yeah, obviously, Swa. I was born in, whatever date would make me 48. I am currently single, yeah. That's cool. I look 20? Oh my god. You guys are so good to me. Yeah, you gotta earn that through, buying my affection through membership. Or is it amazing, Joshua? That's what I'm having a ripe this is a ripe puer, it's a 2025, with vanilla bean in it. It's solid in this context. You gotta earn that, you gotta earn that. You guys are asking, um, again, I keep forgetting that I'm 20 feet in the air right now, sitting on a board that was put in here in the '50s that has not been changed. So this board, like, literally, it gets wet all the time, so it's like moments from collapsing, plummeting to my death right now. In my 20s, I don't know if I don't think people usually say I'm in my 20s, do they? Jad's really thirsty right now. Sometimes it's like this swa Yeah, honestly, it's like I've been drinking just pu'er in general for, like, just different types for, um, since 2011, and so just to switch things up, you know? Cons, I would the laughing emoji picture, I would. I don't know about you, though. I'm not gonna make any promises on the dying. Can someone explain the Harry Potter thing? That's the honestly, Swell, that's what always happens to everybody. The inevitable end is just the dog content. That's, it's always that way. Thanks, son. Yeah, I wore my extra special actually didn't even expect you guys to see my socks today. That's hot. Love a good broken calculator. Oh, you're saying if I wore glasses, I'd look like Harry Potter? Fascinating. You're exactly, like, I just need some difference every so often. Yeah, she's currently lying in the master bed behind me. Um, Kenan, I'm well aware of that. The only reason that anybody buys any of my pottery is to support Olive and make sure that she has a good life. But I am fully aware of that. What's a guest fixing? Alright, I will look up Steve McQueen at the end of this. There's enough video of me out there to make an AI bot. I've definitely done enough streaming and said enough things that you can make whatever you want out of me. I could be, could be. Yeah, but like a hot guy, swa. Mhm. Son, there's a link in my bio. I only have, like, 8 pots available at the moment. Um, I sold out on everything else, but we have a couple firings coming up relatively soon, so I'll have more work soon, but I think there's only, like, 6 double wall cups currently. Okay. Okay, I appreciate that, Amanda. Ooh, that wasn't good. I got a little dizzy. I almost fell off this thing. I'm just gonna hold on to this. Don't really wanna fall to my death on a live stream. You know, a quick way to my heart is to buy my pottery, so, you know, there is a link to my website. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, BB. 7. If I got dizzy, I think this fall would hurt pretty bad, though it's a sand floor, so if I fell this way, I'd hit sand in a tree. If I fell this way, I would hit a concrete slab or piece of a rock slab in the ground. So I don't really wanna do that, to be honest. So if we fall, let's fall to this direction. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, no worries, Linus. Oh my god, oh my god. Lyra, you're so good to me. You gotta be quick. I weigh like 700 pounds, and I fall like a rock. 300, mile per hour terminal velocity. You can if you, become a member, my sweet boy. Oh, yeah, I would definitely survive. I'd probably just break a bone or 2. Again, let's just recap what it looks like. So this is below me. The ground is way down there. Can you see that? It's way down there. Oh, and there's into the how you actually access this point. Wow, that's true. You're spouting, facts right now, Swa. They probably would, yeah. Um, I don't know how to answer that, Lyra. Maybe? I will try really hard when I fall not to hit my head, I appreciate that. My grandmother, until she like, a week or it was, I think, 2 weeks before she passed away, she was still crawling out on this pruning, and she was 86. Uh, she had she would have one of her friends as a lookout in case so my folks live on the property next door, and, I live in my grandmom's old place here, and she would get a spotter, to make sure that, like, my dad wasn't coming by and, able to, like so she could get down in time so my dad wouldn't see her to yell at her to not be pruning on the catwalk. Good times. I can if you become a member, sweet boy. Oh, yeah, she's cool. I have heard a younger Christopher Walken, but I can't decide if that's a compliment or not. Yeah, I do. So Sunkist, I have an Etsy page, but the if you click the link, it's a so Pattern is owned by Etsy, and if you buy it through my Pattern, I get more money. So Pattern is Etsy, but they don't take the fee, but you have to move your own traffic there. So if you wanted a piece from me, I would prefer if you bought it from the Pattern, but Etsy is fine. They just end up taking like 10%, so it just doesn't work out. Mm. Oh yeah, right? She was also swimming up to that point. I mean, that's the way to do it, Amanda. Of course. Yeah, Sky Daddy always loves me, Dylan. He was calling me beautiful things last night. We were having a vivid, delicious conversation together. Oh, it's not lately, Swag. Etsy's been garbage for years. Essentially, when they let drop shipping become a part of it, they got rid of all of the good people, and there was the boycott. So when I first started doing Etsy, it was I think they took 3%, and now they take, like, 10 to 12%, and here's the messed up set thing. So if you make over 10 grand a year on Etsy, they automatically enroll you in, an ad-based program that you can't opt out of. And so if you are Googling stuff and you see a sponsored ad for an Etsy shop, and you click that, and it was my shop, it automatically takes 30% from me and gives it to Etsy on top of the other stuff they take. So they essentially get 40% of the product. So if you ever see a sponsored ad from someone that you like, do not click it. Go into Etsy, search their name. It is please, this is like an actual PSA, unless you're trying to fuck the company over and it's like a drop shipping company, please do not click sponsored ads on Google from Etsy. Mm. I'm gonna have to Google it again. Yeah, isn't that messed up though? Like, the fact that they would take that it's super shitty, and again, if you make over 10 grand a year on it, they automatically enroll you. So when that happened, I switched to Pattern, because I was fine to a degree with the 12% that they were taking, um, but once they started doing that, I was like, "I can't do this anymore." The problem is that now I can't get reviews, I can't get, ratings, I can't get any of that kinda stuff. Which kinda sucks. So, like, my last review on Etsy was from, like, 2023, 2022, because I don't have stuff on Etsy anymore for that reason. 3% is great. Oh my god. It's expensive. You think you can pay? I'm not a cheap date, BB. Yeah, I would. How much? How much are you selling your dirt bike for? I'm still looking for my rich doctor that can be my, sugar person. So, if anybody's out there, I need someone to let me be a potter for the rest of my life because there's no money in it. One day. That's all I'm looking for, Swa. Yeah, I'm taking applications. You can, email me at, an email or send me a message on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah, please, Amanda. I'm happy to also be grouped in with other people's sugar people. Um, I'm not judging. I'm just looking to put out for some money. Yeah. Hey, you do your thing, you know? Ah, soup sounds great. What kind of soup, Swa? Thank you, son. I appreciate it. The cups that are on my website right now, I'm really proud of. Kitten got one of them. And I think I sold two to locally, and then that was about it for those. I think I need to take more photos to really show like the interior, exterior. I'm gonna be for the next couple firings. We only have so we have one, two, three, four firings. We have four more firings before the end of the year, and I think I'm gonna be a lot more particular on my photos and really showcase everything. It's just a lot of work. I do everything by myself, so it's just like a lot of photos. It's just like 3, 4 days of like photographing, editing, grinding, sanding, uploading. It's just a lot. So I usually only ever take like 2 photos, but I'm gonna take like 3 to 5 for the next ones. Me? I'm chill. Oh my god, so good to me. Hell yeah, that sounds great. This is really good soup weather. Mm, I'm probably just gonna have a watermelon though, as much as I want soup. It is. Honestly, the fact that I can just have tea with you guys, I know it's Saturday, but, I took pretty much yesterday off, so today is kind of like a Friday. Um, the fact that I can just, like, sit on top of a catwalk and talk to you guys and drink tea, and I could do this any day of the week for a couple hours if I really wanted to is really, spectacular and I'm super lucky, and it's kind of a special thing. I sure am. I would assume that the butcher below you has sausage. I can tell, broken calculator. It's a bummer that there aren't any other flowers. So my, kumquat is flowering right now, but, I don't have it in here. I don't want it to get disgusted in, like, nectar. That's such a basic bitch thing to do. Why would I do that? I'm growing beautiful things like a Greek myrtle and, kumquats and loquats and, uh, oranges and grapefruit. Weed's such a basic bitch thing to do. No one does that. Bleh, get out of here. It's such a bummer. So I went to a Waldorf high school. And I don't know if you guys know anything about Waldorf education, but it's like essentially just like being out in the woods all the time. And so like I know about a lot of wild edible plants and things like that. And so when I would go into the woods and I would like show people things, all anybody ever cared about was the things that got you high. And I was like, come on, guys, there's so many cool plants out here. Why are we just talking about these? Um, awesome. Good son. Instagram is the way to do it though, if you want to for shop updates and things like that. I'm not great at posting because I have way too many social medias and I'm just burnt out from doing it all myself. So um, yeah. Oh hell yes. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, broken calculator. You got to pay extra, and I'll move it. Thank you, kitten. I exactly. It's like it's so boring. Like why? It's such a basic thing to do. There's no reason for it. All right, we got like two more cups of tea, and then we're out of here. I was gonna take you guys down to my actual like space. So here, let me show you again. Hold on. So so down there, over there, there's a fireplace, and I usually have seating and stuff like that. Um, and there's usually a bunch of seating over there. And oh, there's a grapefruit on the ground that's fallen. Um, but we were gonna go down there, but I thought this was gonna be more fun, so we're here instead. That's really awesome. So I like that you did that. Um, would you disagree about Amanda? It's pretty cool. I don't know if you're gonna want to move in here, so honestly, like I for years I was like, oh man, it'd be so cool to set up a bed in here and like live in the greenhouse, but it's so humid and there's so many bugs. Um, Nectar, I am nervous when I'm falling, when I'm spacing out talking to you guys and I'm not holding on to something, then I get a little bit nervous because I've had too much tea and not enough food, so I'm a little dizzy at the moment, and so there's like a decent chance that I'll fall off and die. But we're gonna try to avoid that by me just holding on to this thing up high. Oh yeah, exactly. You're into it. I see, I see, I see, I see. I see. Well, it's pretty gnarly though, honestly. I love the winters in here, don't care for the summers in here. When it used to snow a bunch, which it doesn't anymore around here, we used to have like 5 feet of snow up here, and you'd be looking out 5 feet of snow, and there would be like you sitting having your fire in this like subtropical greenhouse. And in the winter is when the orange trees and the grapefruits in season. So you could just go over and pick yourself an orange or pick yourself a grapefruit or a ponderosa lemon or whatever the case is. Um, super, super magical. In the summer, it's just kind of like hard to breathe in here. Um, I refuse calculator. I don't have a social media that's not a business account. Man, my arms are killing me. I think you get enough, content from me streaming every single day pretty much. Also, how cute is this? It's usually you guys never actually see it because it's usually in, like, a carrying thing, but I decided to actually clean that, because it's kinda gnarly. I've had a calculator. Oh, yeah, no, it's great. It's wonderful, SWA. I'm into it. Alright, I'm gonna move my stuff back in, and then I'm gonna move the, camera back in, so give me a sec. Get to watch my very flat, bony butt walk back inside for a second. You also get to see my socks. Very exciting. Usually putting something out here and then coming back for more. We'll have to put some. Oh, you saw it? Did it show? I have to do some handstands up here at some point. Again, here's the view. There's my kiln. Oh, whoa, I just hit my head. Nice. Okay. This little dog there. Yeah, there she is. Okay. Um, I think that's it for our tea. Um, maybe we'll do an actual tea time in the actual greenhouse downstairs where I usually actually sit. Uh, yeah, it's cute, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging, guys. Later.